Hello everyone! This yoga routine is designed to alleviate the symptoms of spinal stenosis while increasing flexibility and balance. Yoga can be a great addition to a core stabilization exercise program, but remember, if a yoga pose causes you pain, then it needs to be altered or omitted. We've included modified chair yoga poses to incorporate all levels of experience. This 15-minute routine is an excellent way to start or end your day. For equipment, you will need a large pillow or bolster, a yoga mat, and have 2 chairs nearby in case you need to modify a pose. Let's begin by standing in the middle of our mats or sitting on a chair with good neutral posture. Plant your feet about hip width apart with equal weight on heels and toes. Tighten your stomach muscles and raise your arms over your head as high as you can reach. Ensure your elbows are straight, your palms are flat, and your fingers are stretching up towards the ceiling. Elongate your torso. Avoid arching your back and keep your spine flat. Take several relaxing deep breaths here. Now bring your hands together and down to the level of your heart. One more breath. Deep inhale and exhale. Let your arms come down to your sides. With a slight bend in your knees, flex forward to reach for your toes. Grab hold of your elbows. Let your head hang heavily and allow the weight of your upper body to pull you into a stretch. Moving to downward dog, bend your knees until you can rest your hands flat on the floor. Walk your feet to the back of your mat and straighten your knees. Your heels do not have to touch the floor. To modify this pose, stand with your hands on the back of or seat of your chair, depending on how far you are able to bend. Now take a few steps backwards. Imagine your body as a triangle. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and ensure your elbows are extended to keep your back a straight line. Bend one knee and come up on the toes. Then switch feet as if you were marching in place to stretch one leg at a time. From downward dog, bring your right foot up between your hands and come into a lunge. Turn the left foot out 90 degrees to stabilize yourself. Place one hand on your knee at a time. And then press up with your hands to upright position. To modify this pose, turn to the right and slide to the edge of the chair until your right thigh is fully supported. Stretch your leg out behind you, keeping your knee straight and the toes on the floor. If this stretch is too intense, bend your back knee. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take 2 breaths here. Deeply inhaling and then exhaling. Raise your arms over your head and stretch your fingers towards the ceiling. Lean forward to sink deeper into the lunge if you are able to. Avoid arching your back. Keep your spine flat. Bring your feet together momentarily, then step the left foot back on the mat. Spin your right foot out 90 degrees and raise your arms overhead. Slide back onto your chair and turn to the left side. Scoot until your left thigh is fully supported, and stretch your right leg out behind you. Raise your arms overhead. Hold here for 2 more breaths. Come back to a standing position. From Warrior 1, rotate your hips and spin on your back foot until you are facing forward. Lean towards your right knee into a deeper lunge if you are able to. Never let your knees go past your toes. Raise your arms until they are level with your shoulders. Avoid arching your back, keep your spine flat. To modify this pose, slide forward on your chair and place your feet on either side of the chair. Bend the right knee and straighten the left leg. Lean towards your right and hold your arms at shoulder height. Hold this position and take a few deep breaths. Focus on your balance. Now shift your weight and rotate your feet to the left side. Left knee should be bent and right leg should be straight. Again, take a few deep breaths and focus on holding this position. Bring your feet back together with equal weight on toes and heels. Tighten your tummy muscles. Sweep your arms overhead. Stretch your fingers towards the ceiling. Bend at the knees and hips as if you were about to sit down. Engage your stomach muscles to help you hold steady here. To modify this pose, scoot to the front edge of your chair. Slide your feet further back towards the chair and raise your arms overhead. Now lift your buttocks and hover a few inches above the chair. Breathe deeply and come up to standing. Rest for a moment. Bring your hands to your heart and take several deep, cleansing breaths. To modify tree pose, you may follow the same instructions and hold onto the back of the chair with one or both hands. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left knee. Hold strong by pushing your foot and knee towards each other. Hands can be placed together over the heart or held out to the sides for more balance. If stability is challenging, lower your foot to the opposite ankle. Hold the position for 3 deep breaths. Focus on one point across the room to keep yourself steady. Relax after 3 breaths and try with the other foot. Balance is essential in all parts of our lives. Walking, getting up from a chair, and putting on your pants in the morning all require balance. Strength and balance work hand in hand to prevent falls. Return to standing. Now kneel down on your mat with your legs slightly apart and your buttocks resting on your heels. Slide your palms forward on the mat as far as you can comfortably reach. Rest your forehead on the ground if you are able. You should feel this stretch in your lower back. To modify this pose, sit on the edge of your chair and place your hands on a low table or another chair. Slide forward until your arms and back are straight. Rest here for several deep breaths. Deeply inhaling and exhaling. Slide yourself back to an upright position and take one more breath here. Roll back over your heels to sit on your buttocks. Straighten your legs out in front of you as best you can and anchor your palms onto the mat by your hips. Now pull your toes up towards you. Lengthen your torso and stretch the back of your legs. To modify this position, scoot to the front of your seat. Set your heels on the floor with your legs as straight as possible and anchor your palms to the seat. Now lift your shoulders to your ears and roll them back. Keeping tension in those muscles, pull your shoulders down. Notice your good posture. Take a few more breaths in this position. The last two poses can be done on a bed if you cannot get down to the floor. Lie on your back on your mat. Tighten your tummy muscles and bring your knees up to your chest. Grab onto your big toes or your knees if you are unable to reach. And gently rock from side to side, massaging your lower back. Ensure that this is a controlled motion and you are not twisting too far. Place your heels back on the mat and slide your feet until your legs are in a comfortable position. Place a large bolster or pillow under your knees to prevent your back from arching. Let your arms fall to your sides with your palms up. Close your eyes and take several deep breaths. Focus on any points of tension remaining in your body and turn off those muscles. Relax here for at least 5 minutes.